In this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps of rotating an image. I'm in Photoshop, and as you can see, the image on the screen is slightly rotated. We're going to need to first generate a guideline. And to do that, you need to make sure that your rulers are turned on. If you go to View, you should see that they're checked. If I clicked on this again, I would be unchecking them, or I would be hiding them. And you click on that again, and you'll see that the rulers appear. Now, I'm going to be creating guidelines, and the way to do this is to click in the ruler and drag a line. So for the purposes of this, I'm just going to create a horizontal. Sometimes you need guidelines from two directions, but for this one will work. So I have a guideline, and what I'm going to try to do is rotate my image so that the top of the ground here is horizontal. So I'll show you a couple ways to do this. One of them is to go to the image menu, click on image rotation, and to actually input settings to adjust that rotation. So right now it is set to an angle of 0.5 and it's going to be in a clockwise direction. If I leave that as it is, it's going to rotate it even more. So if I switch this over to counterclockwise, it's going to rotate in the opposite direction. So I'm going to hit OK. And as you can see, it's slightly rotated, but it's not quite enough. So I'm going to go back to arbitrary and let's try 1 in the counterclockwise direction. Okay, now if I hit Control+, I can see that it's fairly close, but I'm going to give it one more adjustment to that rotation. Maybe I'll go back to the 0.5 and say OK. All right, so that's pretty good, right? So that's one way to do this. And now what I'll do is hit Control-Z to undo what I've done already. And I want to show you another way to do this. I'm going to select the entire image by hitting Control-A or Command-A. And then I'm going to go to Edit, Transform, Rotate. And you'll notice that a little rotation tool appears in the lower right-hand corner. At least if that's where your cursor is, you can kind of rotate from any one of the corners. But I'm going to just eyeball this till I think I've got it pretty close. Just slightly shift it this way. And I'm going to zoom in again. And I think that looks fairly horizontal. It may not be perfect based on the image that you're producing. And then I'm going to click here on Done. So that is finished. And I can save my file. Okay. That completes the process of rotation. And I'll just hit OK here.